Alright, we're back here with the 2-2 tutorial. 2-2-2 tutorial. This is a strat that can be used in any percent as well. Basically, you're going to want to hopefully not get trolled by the mummies in this stage. Specifically this one, because he can just knock you right off into the pit. You're going to want to jump early here and hit the very edge of that pillar, and then jump again to down slash. And I'll try to do a better job here. And you can tell you're doing it well because there's a trap tile right on the edge of that. You'll see the 1 frame loss. That's a good indication on both ends that you got it good. It looks like he's not going to troll, so that's good. But yeah, that's basically that little section right there. And coming up is a kind of a difficult part. There's a few different ways you can approach it. You're going to want to up slash that guy, down slash that guy. Now, this is the strat. And I'm gonna give credit to Cat Kunoichi for showing me that one. I'm not sure if anyone else had found that, but we'll give her credit for finding that one. So there's a little something going on here at the top of this ledge with the machine gunner. So there's a trap tile up here that can mess up the football guys. I guess I'll call them the football soldiers behind you. If you hit that trap tile, it's going to advance them 1 frame, and it's going to make it so that you can't do that strategy specifically, and you're going to have to kind of work your way around it in a different way. I'll try to show it both ways here. I'll make a save state right there. So I'm going to up slash, jump, down slash. Now, I didn't hit the trap tile, so we're good. Up slash. Now, you're going to want to wait just a split second before you jump again so that you get boosted forward by the football soldier. If you don't, you'll get boosted backwards. Let's see if I can hit the trap tile and show you. Nope, no trap tile there. Wait a little bit, jump, and there. Sometimes you'll get caught on the ledge. You just jump off and drop anyway. There's a trap tile hit. So if I try to jump, you can see it gets all messed up. You want to try to avoid that trap tile there. Jump slash, boom. Wait a little bit, boom. Sometimes you get stuck on the edge, sometimes you don't. It's a little difficult sometimes because you've just been hit and you're flashing with your invincibility frames to see exactly where you're dropping. It's easy to die, but with a little practice you'll be able to get it just fine. Now if you do happen to hit the trap tile, there's a workaround you can do. I didn't hit it there, but let's see if I can hit it. Yeah, maybe not. But you should be able to. Yeah, let's really try to get it here. There's a trap tile hit. So you can jump slash, he'll boost you forward. I usually just jump and slowly do the slow backwards jump and then slash the very end guy. There's various ways you can get through that part. It all depends on how optimized you want your run to be. Wait a little bit, jump, get boosted forward, down, and swing. It's hard to gauge sometimes, but like I said, with a little practice, you'll be able to get it just fine. Wait a bit. There we go. This next part coming up here it's rife with trap tiles, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I kind of use the trap tiles as a good gauge to know that I'm going to be able to hit the machine gunner, because there is a trap tile down there where you will slash and completely miss him because of the 16 pixel frame loss. Here you're going to want to immediately jump onto the platform. Oops, I thought I made a save state there. Let's try that again. Ah, shit. Alright, try that again. Just a little variation you can do there. if you want, if you feel safer doing it that way. Alright. Back and forth. You want to jump immediately and jump immediately. And you can hit trap tiles right there on the edge of those pillars. But that's fine. I usually like that, just to know that I'm setting myself up good for the machine gunner. But yeah, if you jump early, you're going to miss that football guy altogether. This is tricky right here. You want to just wait until the very last second to slash that guy, or else you're going to get that trap tile and you're going to miss with your sword. Now, right here is much like the jump at the end of stage 3-2 before the third boss. However, this is much more forgiving, and I use a visual cue right here, right where Ryu's front foot is on that little block. It's hard to explain and not be able to point out, but you can jump just right there, and it's very forgiving. You'll get it very easily with a little bit of practice and a good visual cue. There we go, and you can go back and forth and do your thing there, however you want to do. This is going to be exactly like the any percent. Coming up here is a soldier that in the any percent route, you slash both him and the ninpo, and you're going to want to do that in the any percent. You want to miss that ninpo here in the low percent, of course, because you don't want to collect any ninpo. And so I just wait a little bit before jumping and slashing, just so I can slash him in his feet and miss that ninpo right there. Let's do this again. I'll set up another save state. Jump, miss. Very forgiving. And see, missed the ninpo, slashed his feet, and killed him. Coming up next is a pretty difficult part. There's various ways you can get through it. I'll try to show, I guess, a few different ways, but hopefully he doesn't troll. Now, this soldier on the pillar below coming up is very unforgiving as well. This is a difficult slash to get. The visual cue I use, when Ryu's foot, or I guess his knee, there's a little V shape, pixel shape on the platform. When his knee hits that, that's when I jump. And that's about as best as I can do to explain what's going on here. But you're going to want to slash just right before you land on the platform to kill that guy. Try to pause right on my visual cue. Kind of right there. Okay, so this is the way I use to go. Visual cue right there. Slash. A standing slash. Wait a little bit. I can slash those guys. Standing slash, get hit forward, wait a little bit, and then I always jump and then slash that machine gunner on the way down. That's because, again, there's a trap tile there where you can jump slash and you'll just completely miss him with your sword. And I think I can try to show that because it's pretty easy to do. And it always happens in runs, am I right, folks? Am I right? Never in practice, always in runs. That was the good way to do it. Always in practice, always in runs, never in practice here. There's a few different ways you can approach this. If I can remember, I'll try to show them off. There's this way you can slash and jump like that and jump like that. Of course, it's slower because you're being hit. See, I think I used to do it like that. I could back up a little bit and slash that guy. Just depends on how you want to do it, how optimized you want your run to be. But this is my approach. I like it like that. Coming up here, there's a couple different ways you can approach this as well. I used to go like this and just let him pass under and jump like that. But I figured out I kind of like a different way better because it allows for more forward movement even though you're being hit. See, there's the slash that we miss. But I'm going to want that soldier behind me. We'll go back to the other way here. Standing slash, boom, wait a little bit, slash him, slash on the way down. So up here, I wait till that line, I standing slash, and use my iframes to let that guy go through me. And that, I think, allows for a little more forward movement, even though it's slower, rather than jumping up and backing up. Doing a slow backward jump and letting him run under you. I'm not actually sure if it saves more frames or not. As I've never really done any frame counting in this game before. In any percent or in low percent. And of course, you don't want that guy to troll you. Standing slash at the line. Let him boost you forward. Down slash, and there you go. There's also a way at the very end where you can jump over and kill the two soldiers by up slashing. I find that sometimes I miss that, so it's not something that I really like to try to do. And of course, that's going to happen in your runs, as this is a very trolly game. Coming up on the boss, pretty simple. You can get 12 slashes in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you back up and just finish him off like that. So that was a bad example, but it's pretty straightforward. You're not gonna have any difficulty with that there. And I'll get started on my next Stage 3 tutorials.